Hi, my name is Samit Khandeparkar. I'm the global head of travel events meetings for Springer Nature. It's a global digital online publication company. I have been in the industry for 25, 30 years now, with Springer for 5 years. Thanks, BDS, for giving me this opportunity to speak on a TED Talk session. And the topic that I've chosen today is digital travel and sustainability. It's very close to my heart. I'm very passionate about digital and sustainable travel. In early this year, Springer Nature moved to a platform called Trip Actions. Um, and we've been working for the past 1.5, 2 years to check what's there in the market. We want to give the best digital experience in terms of UI and UX. And the question would come up: why now, and why digital? I would first say one size doesn't fit all. Okay, you need to know what your travel is. Trip Actions work for Springer Nature. We did the vetting and checking, and it works fine for us. It may or may not work for you, but the product is amazing, and it's there. So historically, I've been managing travel single-handedly, and I listen to all the queries, issues, problems, and that's given me a good insight on what my travelers want and what their feedback is. We wanted good content. We were looking at a good UI, UX experience, a consumer-graded platform. We also wanted a global single profile. We didn't want a country agnostic profiles. We wanted NDC content, full content, and content not blocked at POS. We wanted simplified trip fees, the financial model. We wanted a 24 by 7 support, not an emergency, kind of a out of office support. We wanted mix and match of fares. Springer Nature historically has been doing good online adoption, and that's because we use a AirPlus launch card to pay for our flight tickets, train tickets, and trip fees. So we've kind of mandated or blocked our travelers there, and we've seen visual guilt historically has put our ADP very low. We've seen when colleagues have booked it online, the ATP, the average ticket price, is cheaper than when they have booked offline, and the travel is about 95 to 98% compliant in terms of the travel policy. Why now? Why move online digital? We wanted a pre-trip approval process. We wanted airline credits. We wanted all the restrictions before you travel. We wanted digital health passport, a 24 by 7 chat other than a telephone and email customer support. We wanted the platform to be agile, self-help in change or cancel if our colleagues want to do them themselves. We wanted an option called team meetings, which Trip Actions has provided and built up. So if you have a team meeting from 1 to 25, you can schedule something via the Trip Actions platform. Our focus was real-time data. We wanted a one-stop shop, and we wanted a TMC who own their own tech stack, the OBT. We are also looking at future developments, contactless payments. So TripActions works with Confirma, and we are on the verge of getting AirPlus launch cards and Confirma Pay for our hotel invoicing and billing solution. We are also very responsible company in terms of CO2. We are offsetting all our CO2 emissions for flights, and we wanted to do it for car hire, hotels, trains. We never had that data, but now we have that data. We are looking also working with Trip Actions to see how when colleagues search options for flights, it also pulls up and shows them that there's a train option available. Our online adoption historically have been about 91%. We want to take it to about 95, 96%. We constantly thrive and work very hard on enhancing the user experience and the UI. We are very conscious that our road warriors should not be spending a lot of time booking their travel. Our travel has also been simple. We don't have a VIP culture. We have a single global travel policy. Now we have a single OBT TMC, the single look and feel, standard. The content is good. Also, what we wanted in the OBT is like a single profile. So our setup is pretty complex, and the way Springer Nature is set up in terms of legal entities, in terms of colleagues moving cross country, cross cities, across projects. So we wanted a single profile, and that's what we have got. Um, Also, what we have seen is data is very important, and then COVID has taught us a lot. So we needed real-time data. We needed traveler tracker. We needed where our travelers are, location. We needed a tool if we want to communicate to our travelers. How do we communicate? And TripAction's platform does give us that. Their app is really amazing. So when you download an app, you get real-time status on your check-in gates, your flight cancellation, delays, which helps my traveler. We have seen the content, especially in hotels, very good, because right now we have Springer Nature preferred hotels, we have Trip Actions preferred hotels, we have Agoda, we have Booking.com, we have Expedia, we have Hotels.com, and we are thriving hard to add, as and when required, more content. We also can now, we are also working with Trip Actions to customize our pre-trip approval. The pre-trip approval tool is pretty good. It's got a very good backend algorithm that gives you approximate pricing with a small buffer. And travelers have started traveling. The feedback has been good because now they get to know the know before your travel. That's specifically related to COVID at the moment. Um, Even before raising a pre-trip approval, is it worth traveling? And this was my focus. Self-help yourself, book your own travel, um, own your own travel. We also have broken travel into three categories. The policy, general travelers, which contribute to about 85% of my travelers. We have featured travelers, and we have the board members. They are allowed to call via the offline team. They have ESPAs. We have trained them on how to book with trip actions. There are three different modes. You go online, or you can email them, you can chat with them, or you can call them. Now the focus is stabilizing, implemented globally. Four countries are still remaining, and then look at further enhancing the user experience. See how we can improvise. See what new technology Trip Action can work, either their own or if we have to integrate anything. This is to make life easy for the colleagues. So when they are traveling, we want them to focus on their work, not on travel. And so far it's been good. The implementation started in May. We have implemented in about 16 different countries presently. We are looking now to implement in LATAM, which is a very low cost driven market, and India, and we are about to go live. Now we will start working with data. We will start working with the carbon offsets data, because we are going to get enhanced data on car hire, hotels, and train, and we take a central hit to offset our carbon footprints. There we are where we are. Again, one size doesn't fit all. You need to know your travel program, but there are tools, there are SaaS-based companies which have revolutionized, who have changed how business travel is booked, how business travel may look in the near future. Um, yeah, but as I said, you need to know your travel program. You need to know if that is going to work out for you. For us, yes, it's worked out. Our travel, as I said, is very simple. We don't have a VIP culture. It's not high touch. Our online adoption was pretty high, and we want to take it to a different level altogether. And then with the kind of content and the tool being agile, it's really going to work in our favor. So I suggest have a look at that. And that's from me.